All right, treehouse. So I think I'm gonna start by actually sketching the house. And when you say treehouse, I assume you mean for kids, right? Or do you mean like an adult-sized treehouse? I can go either way with this, so you guys let me know. Is this treehouse for grown-up people, or is it for young kids who just want to kind of have fun and get away from their parents? Is the industrial design and product design two different communities? I've talked about this and touched on it before. Product design is kind of a catch-all term because, frankly, everything that people use is a product. Even an experience is a product, a service is a product, an app is a product, and a tangible thing like a phone is a product. So product designer is kind of a catch-all, but I think it does a disservice to the specialties that are responsible for the components that make for great experiences. So originally, industrial designers, they're the like OG user experience designers, for example, because everything, or the majority of things people were experiencing were physical and tactile. And we had to have an understanding of manufacturing, best practices, as well as ergonomics, and the practical application of those things blending together in a successful aesthetic representation of solving that problem. So industrial designers, like fundamentally, we're trained to be user experience and human-centered design thinkers. Product design, to me, is a label that people acquire to elevate their profession. You can fight me on that if you're a product designer. But typically, you're not trained as a product designer. You become a product designer, but you can be trained as an industrial designer. I hope that makes sense. Happy to talk about it at further length, maybe in another episode or something. Treehouse belongs to the wizard I stole the book. Okay. So it's an adult treehouse. All right, let's go. So if that's the case, then I'm going to do 2 levels to my treehouse. And I'm just going to keep it like a concrete box that you typically see. Maybe this is our railing. Sketching a little small here. Something like this. And I'm going to go ahead and extend out this bottom portion. Like so. So we have 2 decks to this treehouse. It's huge, but thankfully we're building this treehouse in an old growth forest where we just have enormous trees. Enormous, gnarly trees somewhere on planet Earth. I don't know where this is. But that's what we're dealing with. Something like this. All right. And since it's a grown-up treehouse, we kind of want the tree to work with the house, right? So maybe in the center of the house, you know, the tree's growing through or whatever, and you can kind of see it through this like awesome window on the side. So maybe we can see a little bit of how this tree is growing. And how it might be, you know, punching through parts of the house or even wrapping up on the side, that kind of thing. Now, if you want to understand how I draw trees and why I draw them that way, definitely check out I think I have 2 videos now on trees. So if that's something you want to check out, definitely give that a go. And maybe there's another window on this side as well, where you can kind of see some of the branches and what's happening here. Just nice and light. And then now we come up to perhaps the central portion of the tree. Of course, some of these branches are going to want to try and move out here, gather light, that kind of thing. But perhaps we have this like cool, just gnarly old tree that this thing is a part of. How do you produce such high quality sketches in just minutes like this? Would you chalk it up to a lot of practice? Your design process is wildly creative. Yeah, just literally lots of practice. You know, like the sticker says, where is it? Sketch every day, man. Every day. I should give away one of these in the chat. So I'm going to ask you a question, and whoever gives the right answer, I'll mail you a sticker. I'll even mail it international. So I'll either mail you a sticker or give you like a free downloadable or something. How about that? How does that sound? Okay, the question is, I should do 2 truths and 1 lie. Let's do 2 truths and 1 lie. How about that? Let's do 2 truths and 1 lie. What do you guys think? You know, it'd be cool if these, if this treehouse had like stairs, and somehow it like wrapped onto the tree branches or something. That'd be pretty cool. So I'll do 2 truths and 1 lie. Whoever guesses which one. Well, maybe that's not a good idea because everyone's just gonna guess everything. So let me think about how to do this before I commit to the giveaway here. I think a question would be better. And I'll do like whoever the 3 people, up to 3 people who get it right, I will give you a prize. All right. Before I was an industrial designer, what was I studying in college? That's the question. Before I was an industrial designer, what was I studying in college? What do you think I wanted to be before I discovered design? What do you think? We have a few guesses. All right, I'm gonna do a countdown here because I only see one answer so far that's right. All right, let's count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Luke, you're killing me tonight. 2, 1. All right. Okay, congratulations, Lynette. Or no, not Lynette, my bad. Latrice. Latrice is correct. I wanted to be a math teacher. Phil actually was more specific. Matthew also correct. And Casey. So shoot me an email. I'll hook you up with something. But yeah, I wanted to be a math teacher. Crazy, right? I did take some computer science, but I didn't want to be a computer scientist. So technicality, but close guess as well. Maybe we'll do some more of these. So you guys, if you haven't gotten a sticker yet, I know Latrice has a sticker. So if there's something else you want, let me know. Happy to hook that up. Just as a thank you to you guys. All right, so every stairs needs some sort of railing, so I'm gonna throw that on here. And maybe this is the front door to our treehouse. Something like that. Got an upstairs balcony. Downstairs as well. A little bit of the tree on the inside. So yeah, just email me, spencer@sketchday.com. Send me a screenshot of the chat if you can. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm gonna trust you guys, but if I get like 20 people emailing me, then I'll know something's wrong. All right, so we got this huge, gnarly, old growth tree of some sort in our little tree house here, just chilling. Maybe as a counter, that's kind of interesting. So maybe as a counter to the balcony on the front, we have like maybe an overhang on the back and a balcony. So on the back side of the house, maybe there's an upstairs balcony, and then on the downstairs, so you kind of get this cool interplay happening. What about 5 people emailing me? I'm just gonna trust you guys. I'm gonna trust you guys. So I am by nature altruistic and giving, so let me know. If you're in the US, it's really easy. I would just suggest take the sticker. If you already had a sticker, do like a downloadable of some sort, like one brush or something. But if you're international, yeah, I would go with the download. Okay, so for the canopy of the trees, I'm going to actually just do like a jagged line here of some sort. And this is going to kind of be the background for this tree. Right, so I'm not drawing every branch necessarily in every leaf, but I can make that be the background for my sketch. Alright, got some greens here. Let's try these out. Actually, these are brand new too. So I need to see what they kind of look like. I could use that one. I'll hang on to it. Light olive. I could also use that. And definitely dark olive. So Latrice says, I need your help on starting basic drawing again, and I don't know where to start. So I have started putting together packages for a couple people that reached out to me personally wanting tutoring, so it's something I'm going to be doing. Now, I can't commit to, obviously, tutoring everyone, and there's only going to be limited numbers of people that I'll accept. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. We can work it out and talk about what that might look like, but let me know. I'll even do international. One of the people that reached out to me is actually from the Netherlands, so that'll be interesting, but that's coming soon. Like I said, lots of good stuff is just popping. I am grateful. Life is good. Can't complain. So yeah. How many markers do I suggest or prefer using per page? It really just comes down to contrast. So if I feel I have the contrast I need, that's enough. But I will say just a good baseline or guide is, you know, if you're doing a full rendering style thing, about 3 to 5 markers per color grouping. So that means in a rendering or drawing, I could be using 30 markers, right? If I have 6 colors, for example. So this is one, like looking at my screen and what you guys are seeing and looking at the paper, I want you to make sure you go to the Google Drive and download this one, because I can tell just some of the color isn't reading as well as it could. All right. And just to be clear, those lessons would be personal, individualized, live, you know, remote right now. So, but that's kind of what I'm thinking as it is. All right, let's do the tree real quick. I'm just gonna use some warm gray. I'll keep it to just a couple markers here. Keep it chill. Light source, I'm gonna pick something from the top left here. So that means everything on the far side of this trunk would be darker. Under the branch, that kind of thing, like so. We'll make sure under this balcony deck area as well, we get nice and dark. This was a really cool idea. Thank you guys. I feel like you always have the best ideas and just make sketching super fun for me. I love sketching, period, but it's nice when I just get random ideas, things I hadn't thought of before. Like, hey, let's do a grown-up treehouse. That's pretty cool. I really like that, so thank you. All right, I don't want the house to be boring. I don't want to do orange. I don't want to do blue, purple. I'm trying to think of a color here. Maybe I'll do dark gray with, yeah, I'll do dark gray with orange. Let's just do it. All right, so just these walls, you know, maybe just some sort of concrete panel here, like precast concrete. Maybe it's thin, like a fiberglass fill or something. And then on the inside of this shape, we could do like a nice bright color. I love bright colors, maybe to a fault. Maybe you've noticed, maybe not. But I do like bright colors. This is Sketchaday Live. Thanks for being a part of this. I can even take the same gray marker. Just hit this tree where we need the shadows. Something like that. But yeah, I'll upload this one for sure so you can kind of see what's happening. Dark gray and fuchsia. Fuchsia would be interesting. So right where this surface changes direction, right? So we're changing from the side to the front. We also have light coming from this direction. So I want some shadow of the limbs, maybe some leaf shadows being cast on the side of the house as well. You know, just abstract, but being respectful of our light in the scene right there. But I definitely want it to be lighter toward the light, which maybe sounds or seems counterintuitive, but if you're ever in doubt, just pay attention to what you see around you. And a lot of times you can just discover cool things, opportunities. I'm gonna go crazy and do yellow, actually, on the inside of this opening. So maybe these walls are painted yellow right here, just as a cool contrast. Very modern yellow paint, nice crisp edge. I kind of like that. So we're seeing the tree on the inside, so I'm just gonna hit this with some of this warm gray, just like the tree. All right, make sure I catch these branches, and then come back with this gray and just kind of hit the inside of the house. Although we did have the front door and I messed up. Let's make it yellow. Boom. So the front door is yellow. We have this yellow paint. Maybe this is all glass, for example. Just check my pocket and I have my handy Pitt brush pen for contrast here. Once again, this is Sketchaday Live. Thanks for hanging and being here on this Wednesday, April 29th. It's actually my sister's birthday. So happy birthday, Camille. Love you. She's also an artist. I've been trying to get her onto the stream so you guys can see her awesome work. She's a fine artist, so She's good at people. All the stuff I'm not good at, she's really good at. Happy birthday, sissy. Love you. She's also my best friend. Alright, so there's my stairs coming down from this treehouse. I want to make this wall a little bit darker as well. Someone says I should pitch this treehouse to Mattel. I don't know about that. We'll see. I actually do some work for Hasbro from time to time, FYI. So I do toy design, just contract, freelance type stuff. Toys are super fun because I feel like you can just literally play with everything. Super fun. I hope I can say that. Maybe they'll never give me work again. We'll see. But yeah, I do a little toy design with Hasbro. Alright. So maybe something like that. And then the tree on the inside, I'm just gonna make that a little darker as well. If you ever need to check, you can always squint and look at your work. By squint, I mean look at it literally like this. Close your eyes, squint. And that's gonna obscure the detail in the drawing and help you focus on contrast and all those main elements. Alright, so just taking this black brush pen. This isn't something you want to do necessarily at the beginning of your drawing unless you're feeling fairly confident, but I like to kind of put it in as the final thing because it just helps everything pop a little bit more. Also, try not to be too heavy-handed with it. That just comes with experience, trial and error. Okay, but just as a general guide, if something's in shadow, I'll lay on the line weight a little bit heavier. So like in the back. I did cheat a little bit here on the outside. But if I need to clean that up, again, I can use that white paint pen and just clean this up like so. Welcome, this is Sketch A Day Live with Spencer. Thanks for hanging out. We do this 3 times a week. We do it on Wednesday, we do it on Friday, and of course we do it on Sunday, Sci-Fi Sunday. We skipped Sci-Fi Sunday this week, but maybe next time we can do it again. Alright. I am not a Taurus. Oh, you're saying my sister. Yeah. She's definitely a Taurus and very artistic. I'm a Scorpio, very passionate about certain things. I can get really fired up. Not that I necessarily believe in, absolute typing based on the month you're born, but certainly interesting just seeing certain things that are like, oh yeah, that's me. That's me for sure. I'm also stubborn and I don't like to believe that things are out of my control. Like things like a horoscope or zodiac signs, things like that. So that's just my nature, and I'm a skeptic. Always have been, always will be skeptical. Alright, I just want to pull this color maybe into the fascia. Yeah, that looks good. So now this is kind of relating to to itself in some successful ways. Alright, maybe we have a metal roof, so just a couple little details there, but just enough of a kiss in certain areas to make this work. Alright, that's what we're after. Okay, so there's our grown-up treehouse.